pose, or Utkatasana if you want to expand your Sanskrit vocabulary. All right. So this is how it looks, guys. You're going to start with your feet together, knees, thighs pressing inward, so knees towards each other, and then you're going to drop down into that invisible chair. So start with, I don't want you to lean the knees forward first, but sit back on the heels first. You can even curl your toes up off the floor. You're going to sit back, pull the low belly in towards the spine, and then take the arms up to the sky. You want the elbows to be by the ears, and the gaze is just off your fingertips. So for this one, since it's a static pose, we're not going to count by reps, but we're going to count by breaths. Start with 5 or 10 breaths and work your way up. See how far you can get. 30 breaths would be pretty challenging, even for me. So that's a good frame of reference for you. If you want to make that one a little bit harder, you can rise up off your heels onto your toes like you're wearing a pair of high heels. Just like that. You can play around with it, take the hands behind. You want to keep that chest nice and tall and proud. Okay. Starting in that tabletop position, you're going to reach the right arm out, left leg back. Now you don't want to lean too much to the right or lean too much to the left. So I don't care how high you reach your arm and your leg, but you just want to find that point of balance. So the first variation is just this static move where you can do 5 to 15 breaths. And you want to create one long line, squeezing the glutes, reaching through the toes, reaching through the fingertips. The second variation is you can add in an elbow to knee crunch. So from here, you're going to take the elbow into the knee. Just like the cat-cows, the exhale is here on the round and the squeeze, and the inhale is on the lift. So you can just hear my breath for a second. All right, so if you're doing those crunches, you can do anywhere from 5 to 15. So count 5 to 15. Can't do 15 with my hands, can I? 5 to 15 reps, 5 to 15 breaths if you're choosing the static bird dog position. Okay, the third posterior chain strengthening exercise that we are going to do is a bridge pose. Now this is a pretty standard one, but I'll give you again 2 variations to make it a little bit more challenging. And also remember, as with all of the poses, the more intention that you put into it, the more you focus on where you're shifting your energy and your focus, you will get more out of it. So starting laying on the back, feet are planted on the ground. First, we're going to press into the heels. You can also press your hands into the ground to activate more of the core muscles. And you're going to shoot the hips up to the sky, 45-degree angle here. So pretty easy, right? The second variation is to come up off the heels and onto the toes, just like this. And the third variation is to come up and then lift one foot up to the air, pointing through that toe. Keep lifting. See, this is a half bridge. I want you to do the full bridge here. And if you want to make it even more challenging, you'll come up off of that heel as you point. And see, I'm pressing through my palms. I'm shooting up through my hips. You should feel the power radiating through your arms, radiating through your legs.